Why don't you get sent to Azkaban in Hogwarts Legacy for using the unforgivable curses? That's the whole point of them calling them unforgivable. You go straight to Azkaban, one-stop trip. And also, why can't you go to Azkaban at all unless you're playing as a Hufflepuff? It seems strange that developers would make these kinds of decisions, seeing as though they go so against the in-universe lore. We saw that all throughout the Harry Potter series. Anytime an unforgivable curse is used, it's a direct trip to Azkaban. So why isn't that the case in Hogwarts Legacy? Hey everyone, it's Andrew. Please subscribe so my professors don't send me to Azkaban. It's scary there. There is only one mission in the game which allows you to go to Azkaban, and to go there, you need to be playing as a Hufflepuff, which is kind of funny seeing as though Hufflepuff are the least violent, most pushover house. It's almost like a reward for playing as a Hufflepuff. They're like, yeah, you get the trip to Azkaban, no one else does. But even when you get to go to Azkaban, there's not really that much to do. You get to walk around a little bit, see some creepy people in some cells, experience a Patronus spell, which you don't even get to cast, which is another thing you can't do in Hogwarts Legacy, cast a Patronus spell, as said by Barty Crouch Jr., who was actually Professor Moody at the time in the Goblet of Fire. Those three curses, Avada Kedavra, Imperius, and Cruciatus, are known as the unforgivable curses. The use of any one of them on a fellow human being is enough to earn a life sentence in Azkaban. These three dark arts curses were classified as unforgivable in the year 1717. Now, Hogwarts Legacy takes place sometime in the 1890s, meaning that by this point, these curses are classified as unforgivable, meaning that already by using them, by learning them even, you were supposed to be sent straight to Azkaban. However, in Hogwarts Legacy, you can even use these spells in front of your professors, in front of your teachers, in front of your fellow peers, and there will be no consequence. Nothing will happen. You'll cast a spell, and everyone goes about their merry day. Now, honestly, I don't think this is a huge problem from a gameplay perspective, but when it comes to an in-universe lore perspective, it completely screws everything up. The fact there is no consequence at all, you can basically learn the dark arts in Hogwarts Legacy at little to no cost, completely goes against the lore of the dark arts and the whole purpose of Azkaban. Now, I'm surprised that using these spells in the game has no consequence at all. There could be some GTA style wanted level where the Dementors potentially come after you. The more curses you use, they join the fight and you have to use a Patronus to fend them off. That said, I feel like the developers of Hogwarts Legacy are leaving this open to future DLC ideas. They've clearly built Azkaban as part of the story. It exists in some form in the game. You can go there even though it's kind of brief and you don't get to see much of the prison. But I feel like they're leaving this open as an option for future DLC, to go there as other houses, to experience the prison firsthand, and to not have to replay the game as a Hufflepuff. I think it's very likely that down the track they could also introduce the Patronus spell, just as the Quidditch field is still in the game, even though there's no Quidditch. That could be added down the track as well. The same goes for the Great Lake, a giant open area in the game where there's not really that much to do apart from fly over and swim. It's possible in future they're going to add DLC which allows you to dive down and explore, potentially using gillyweed to breathe. Then there's also the chance the developers just ran out of time and resources. That's why you can't cast a Patronus. That's why you can't actually fight Dementors. That's why there's no Quidditch. That's why there's no exploration of the Great Lake, just because the game is already too big and there's already way too much to do. As fun as it is using the unforgivable curses, I know for some players this is immersion breaking. Being able to use these on other characters right in front of your professors just seems a bit dumb. Even if Hogwarts Legacy does get DLC, there's likely never going to be any consequence for using these spells, as that would change the way the game is built. But that said, I think we could be making our way to Azkaban at some point, just like we'll hopefully also be playing Quidditch at some point. If you'd like to see my Voldemort knockoff fall in love with Professor Garlick, then watch this video here. And thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.